Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. It is 3 a.m. Hope this video finds you well. Hope you're hanging in there out there. It's the 15th of October today. 14th going into 15th. I'm kind of unaware of what the day it is, or what day it is today, and like every day lately. Like it's Thursday, I think, but normally I keep track of things based on due dates, but my due dates have all been super loose in terms of schoolwork, so I really don't know when I am right now. It's the 14th, I guess. Cool. I feel like it's been October for a really long time. You know, a, a lot of times people have been like, hey, it's been this month and it feels like the time has flown, right? I feel like I've been in October for 2 months. I don't know why. Nothing crazy's happened. I just feel like it's been a really long October. Yeah, it's halfway over though. So in about 4 more months, it'll be November. Anyway, hope you're doing well. I'm not doing too bad today. It is 3 a.m. I'm fine. What I've started to realize is I'm ending my stream and I'm real tired, but I'm really just tired because I've been talking so much. It's very taxing to just sit there and read dialogue from a video game for 4 or 5 hours. Don't get me wrong, it's good. I really enjoy playing these mystery games. I'm a big sucker for mystery stuff in general, but it's a lot. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's get rolling. It's a bit of a shorter intro, but I feel like a lot of times I drag the intros out with saying a lot of nonsense like I'm doing right now. A lot of meaningless nothing. Sometimes I wonder if I just like to hear myself talk. But yeah, let me ask you a question for today. So after I finished stream, I went and I laid in bed and I scrolled through some videos on my phone. And I saw a video talking about some bad lyrics from songs and the like. And I wanted to ask you, what is the worst song lyric you've heard recently? Because I heard a good one for this and I wanted to share it. And that's the reason that we're doing this question, is because I wanted an excuse to share this song lyric. Actually, I outsourced the question and it was a good question, but then I saw this and I will forget this later. However, I will not forget the outsourced question because I wrote it down. So the song lyric I heard was from hip hop legend and just all around machine of these types of lyrics, 2 Chainz. He has put out some real good lyrics, such as, I mean, I feel like most of his discography you could just point to. He's put out some lyrics like "Shout out to my stove," like "What up stove? What up stove?" Great lyric, excellent. But the lyric that I heard just now was "Rest in peace to the troops who died in service. I dive into her cervix." A lyric that I could spend an extremely long amount of time breaking down. It is exceptional in many ways. However, I will not go any further with this one. I will let you think about that one for yourself a little bit. Let's start the run of Monster Train, shall we? I think we shall. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get to it. We're Exile Hellhorned Wurmkin this week. Today. Gross. It is Soulsucker Tao's Shadow Arcus Chase Seraph, Hidden Passage Bogfire, Rage Serum. Take a little Firestone housing here. There is no reason to take Split Anvil. There is a reason it's called Inferno, but Inferno doesn't work to make my imps free. And I imagine I'll be playing imps, so I'll take Firestone housing. I was wanting to play the other one. I was wanting to play Imperialist, but it appears it was not to be today. I'd rather play Imp Parade, personally. I don't like Rally Queen very much. So I got a little something to talk to you about if I got the time here. Which +4, let's take a second. We have Fracture, it should be fine. I turned in one of my projects recently. Let me first consider this position a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna put Queen on the top floor, and we're not gonna mess around with it beyond that. And we're gonna do Fracture. So I turned in a project the other day, and in that project, I had to voice a PowerPoint. I don't know if you guys knew that this existed, but you can like, oh, the generated ones aren't infused, yeah. I learned about this in the same fell swoop, if you will. I'm gonna throw Queen's Impling here. You can add audio to PowerPoints. It's crazy. So I wrote out what I was gonna say in the presentation, and I started presenting it. Like I started saying the words, and man, I don't know why it's like this, because I do this, right? I do YouTube, I do the stream, but I was really struggling to form full coherent sentences without tripping over my words. So, like I became very aware of it as I had to redo takes over and over again. Wow, I am just dropping words left and right here. I don't know what's going on. So, as a result, I have been trying to be more cognizant of that recently. I've been trying to be more correct with my words, if you will. Trying to form full sentences without breaking. And without stumbling over my words or saying the wrong word and then having to reset. So, just a little aside that I'm working on. I try to talk about things that I'm trying to improve, such as that. Anyway, first combat went off without a hitch. Not too surprising there. Queen's Impling is strong in combat 1 in this case. You can take Fledgling Imp, but I don't think you really need it because I'm gonna play Imp Parade 3. It's okay to do. I think it's okay. I think that this is okay. What I was about to do here was an adjustment that's wrong. Sometimes I'll play a line and I'll go, okay, so I don't think like, Imp Parade makes me imps, so I don't need to take imps. That's incorrect. I need to take imps. I think Fledgling Imp is fine. Fine to good. Echo Transfer is a little underwhelming here since we have an offensive scaling through Rage already, and I'm not sure how often I will be able to play this extract effect. It is a finite outcome. I think that I don't really want to play into anything that requires purple, so I'm not even going to bother with Echo Transfer. I don't think I get enough out of this to make it really make a difference, right? If I didn't have a Rage plan lined up, I would probably look a little more interested at this. How's Echo Snare here? I know it looks like if it wasn't purple, it would be a skip for sure, but it's a purple card and I'm going to be using Reap to get through these next few combats, I imagine, so I'll grab it. It just clears a floor for you, which is good. Right, so the question of the run now. What am I playing? It's a messy question. Because Keeper of Echoes sounds cool, and I'll click him for now, because what if I don't see anything better? But it's messy. It's a messy run. I want Hellhorned. I want Horned Warrior. I want Horned Warrior. That's the easy answer here. Just give me Horned Warrior. Double stack, 20 consume -1. Railbeater Steelworker. I think Railbeater's better of these two. Railbeater with multi-strike could work. Yeah, alright. It's 40 base HP too, which is nice on the Railbeater. Don't have anything to Value Stone. Don't have anything to +10 piercing either. This is a real shame. If I had a ping here to ping off my own imps with a piercing, that would be nice. This run's gonna be strange. That's good. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't think I'd buy anything. I should put -1. I should put 1 -1 down there. How bad is Spikes 3? I took Railbeater. I think it's not bad. So I should spend 25 on a -1 for a Fracture, but otherwise I think that was fine. Drop a Railbeater down here, let him set some melee weakness for me. Go up here and I split this unit. Yeah, alright. What is the exact plan of this run? That is still up in the air a little bit here. I do feel like I want to play the Keeper of Echoes. It's a real shame about not getting the Collector, but You know, I think I should have gotten the collector instead. I think instead of what I've done here, I should have skipped keeper. I think I could get away with skipping keeper. Oh well. You put the fledgling imp in front and he dies, and that leaves room for more imps. That's fine. And the bottom flag goes down here and just drops. Does its 10 damage and heads on. Guy had 15 health? He had more health than I thought. And imps that get summoned, we've sussed this out before. When you have a unit like when you have an infused unit, they don't get a benefit from the infusion itself. I have faced that multiple times now. I have learned that a lot of times. It's something that's just like, it's worth reiterating, I guess, every time. Even though it never changes, it always happens that way, I suppose. I'm gonna split enemies where I can. No matter what we do here, we're taking space, and we're just gonna kind of click on imps. I forgot that that guy would do damage to me. Forgot about those spikes, didn't I? Yeah, overall I'm just gonna play imps, and that is a game plan that tends to work. We click on imps. Ah, the melee weakness. You know, this imp could have messed me up. That melee weakness... No, the boss hits, it's fine. Alright, I should have taken 0, I took 3, it's not the end of the world. Ritual Battle is not that good here. I don't have a unit to pay off on it right now. Hornbreak is purple, and it kills imps. And it kills frontline, like this card's really good here. Ritual's fine, but I already have consistent damage scaling from Shardtail Queen is my feeling. So you go Hornbreak here is my pick. Echo Infusion is not that hard to play around, but plus 10 HP isn't that good. It's not that good, plus 10 HP. It's good, but it's probably going to be worth like 30-ish max HP, and I'm not going to hold it over. There's no way that I can generate enough echoes per turn. Like, Echo Infusion is good, but I don't think it's good here. Because I think it's just like... I think it's just fine. I want to pick Bounding Echoes is what I'm getting towards here. I'm going to pick Bounding Echoes up. Could probably just play that Prince run, but with Horned Warrior if they show me Horned Warrior here, is what I'm thinking as well. I'm gonna go ahead and click Bounding Echoes. I'm not 100% sold. I skipped both of the extract cards, and maybe they're just so nuts that I should have taken them here as well. Archstone plus 10 and plus 3 per Echo. No Horned Warrior. Man. That's a real shame. I feel like I'm going to pick Steelworker here. He's just such a good infusion. Yeah. I'm gonna click that relic in the middle as well. Multi-strike. That's good. Champion gets max HP? That doesn't do much. Advanced Prototype lets me just kind of coast through the next 3 or 4 combats. Probably 2 or 3 combats. This is nice. Right? I think this is nice. Multi-loader's also okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Advanced Prototype. It's good. It's good here. Bonus HP for the Queen is worthless as well. We're gonna play Multi-Strike Rail Beater idea. Give a Keeper a plus 25. And I think I'll give it a value or a Battle Stone as well. Yeah. I'm thinking about what we're gonna do here. One thing that's important to remember here is it's Chase Seraph, right? That's the important thing. I wonder if I made a mistake in skipping the extracts. I think I may have. However, it's too late for regret. I kind of want to pick Penitent Remains here. I probably should value Ember Stasis higher, but in this run I don't know if I would ever be able to even... You know what? I could probably play Ember Stasis here. I'm gonna click it. I think I can play the Embers out. Alright, so we have a multi-strike Rail Beater, and we have this We have this Keeper of Echoes. I think that I don't make enough Echoes for 2 Keeper of Echoes Rail Beater to be a viable idea, is really what it's going to boil down to. I also feel like I should Calcified Ember Talos here for 120 damage. That seems good. This is Days on Strike Talos. Oh hey, I drew both of my units, so I can only play one or the other. I think you play Keeper here. Actually, never mind. I don't think I play Keeper here. I think I play Rail Beater Train Steward, and I play them here. With a Train Steward in front? Yeah. If I play this combat out and I just get value out of all of my Train Stewards, we should kill the boss without any issues. Or if I play this combat out and Calcified Ember Talos twice, that also works, I think. You know what, I should play a Bogfly up here. This fight's not a problem. Landing 2 raw Calcified Embers cements that as the case. Throw a Fracture on the Conduit Infiltrator down here. You're gonna live. You're gonna swing, I should say, so I play my Fledgling in. In the future, I'm going to be raging up the Rail Beater. There you go. It wasn't hovering for some reason. Play like... I want to not take damage from this, right? The 245s. I have 36, so if I put a Train Steward here, that's 30. Can I play a Fracture on this enemy? It's 34. I should set that enemy up to die to a Queen Zimpling play. This doesn't trigger, yeah. Doesn't trigger the melee weakness, but that's okay, because you play 2 of them. And now we kill both. Good enough. Fracture here. And I guess it's Queen Zimpling. That's fine. My Train Stewards have done plenty of work. And we're not really. The Calcified Ember did a lot though. The Ember Stasis. It just killed Talos for me more or less. It did more than I could have hoped, is what I should say. It did a lot. I do leave 1 in playing this Train Steward, but I think that's the safe and reasonable play here. You could really send it and play the last Calcified Ember, but I'm just going to draw the last Calcified Ember on this turn. Next turn. Yeah. Puts the boss at 60. All the choices that I've made in this run are mostly... goodbye, Talos. All the choices I made so far were about setting myself up to kill Talos cleanly. And we did that, and now we can figure out the rest of the run. Impolate's a very good card. 90 damage, and it's going to scale up. This card's nuts. Very good here. Wow, that's Bug Cider. Terrible. But his essence is not that bad. I think it's pretty bad. Yeah, I can't talk myself into that one, sadly. He is purple, though. I'm taking space here for sure. No doubt about that. That was never a question. Ah, interesting. I could purge every Queen Zimpling from this deck. And all the Train Stewards. I don't think that's good. Maybe that's good. I could... Huh. The problem is that I'm playing units that have to die. Like, occasionally... I'm gonna lose Rail Beater sometimes if I take the Broken Wheel. That's the problem. It also bricks my Impolate if I do it. So what I have to answer is, does this deck become better if 5 Queen Zimplings, 4 Train Stewards, 2 Bogflies get removed from it? That's the question that you have to pose. I know it sounds like I'm memeing, but that's the real question here. And on top of that question, you have to pose a follow-up question of, can I keep Rail Beater / Keeper of Echoes alive? Right? That's the other question you gotta pose. Will these units live? So let's think about it a little bit, shall we? What I have to do, if I take this broken wheel, what I do is at this temple, I infuse Steelworker into Rail Beater for the survivability. And I think I end up cutting out Keeper of Echoes. I probably just let him die even. I think what I do is I play Queen Rail Beater and then the 2 imps. 1 imp now, it's just fledgling imp, but 2 imps in the future. And we let the Rail Beater's passive armor beef us up and get us through the next 2 combats. I think I'm talking myself into Broken Wheel. I just have to micromanage my train stewards. I don't want to use them all right away. I'm going to go for it. This will maybe end the run. This might just end the run. And we don't take anything else. The proposed value of removing like 11 cards from this deck here though is just so high that I feel obligated. I feel obligated to go for it. Now, staying 15 pack shards gives me a lot more control, but I have to wait on the Steelworker. I think it might be better, actually, to just wait on Steelworker, though. Because staying at 15 gives me a lot more of a safe passage through. Going all the way on Imp Parade here. The big problem that this run faces is it does not have survivability. I passed the Echo Infusion and I should not have, but it has it through Steelworker. But that's not that much, it's 5 per turn. Plus 20, it's 25 armor per turn to my front unit with the queen, with the queen's effect. Maybe it's enough. I guess we'll see. This round has a lot of problems that I can foresee right now. And we're not going to bother with removals. I'm going to leave, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna chill. We're gonna take it easy here. Take it slow, stay 15. This is a good fight. They get no trials, we're taking it very slow, very controlled, very careful. I want to spend 2 of my train stewards in this fight. And that is what I will do. So the problem that I see this deck facing right now is it does not have enough hits, right? Rail Beater is cool, he's great, but like this idea is good, but Rail Beater's not really gonna do, like he's gonna make big damage with his rage increases, right? That's a given. Lots of damage, big rage, very cool, very enjoyable. Is that enough? I don't think it's enough hits, but we'll have the queen to offer a hit as well, so I don't know, maybe it's enough. We got Rage Serum, so what am I really complaining about here? Bye-bye. Don't forget, we are also always 1 Transcendent away from victory. Never forget that. Okay. It's not giving me the Purged pop-up, but that was Purged. I'm gonna save this Trade Steward. I also want to make sure that I don't play this Fledgling Imp that's in my hand currently, because that Fledgling Imp will die forever, and I want to keep that guy. Might have made this floor too strong. You see this? This floor might be too good. That would be interesting. Another Queen's Impling dies here, and that's good. Meep, meep, meep. This is the one that was generated. I want to make sure that I play it out, but I actually, no, I don't want to play it out because I don't want to kill the boss too early. I want to let the boss walk up and kill my middle floor off ideally here. So that's the big idea. Let me go Fledgling Imp here. Impalate, I think I'm going to hinge this run around Impalate actually. I think that's what we can leverage here. That's our advantage that we push. I think it's Impalate. 217 here. Let me get a little more out of this now. 436 makes me feel better, yeah. Because we, remember, very low health. And our next combat's gonna be a little scarier, I think. No, the Queen's Impling. Oh, I didn't play the 1 Queen's Impling out that I could have. That's a shame. Like, I have to hinge on Impalate, and it's gonna be weird because it's gonna be bad on the first 2 turns or so, but after those first 2 turns, it should be fine. Important work is good. I'm always gonna have an imp to sacrifice, but I don't have an endless imp, right? And so I'm going to be eating a chump blocker with important work, which is maybe not that interesting now that you mention it. Maybe I go Tiresome Climb here instead. I'm going to go Tiresome Climb. I respect this card a lot. Pick a target, daze 2, move him off the floor. Pretty good. Also respect Ancient Resonance a lot here. Okay. Do I want to duplicate a card? Not really. Not right now. I want to make these 2/2 costs that I just picked up better. Removals are also... I think I'm going to remove Hidden Passage, because what the hell does Hidden Passage do on this run? Not much. Okay, we got plenty of temples. I think I'm going to stay 15 and not take that middle tempting effect. Removing these Hidden Passages is a shame if I see Drop Cage, but I won't see Drop Cage, that's the plan. We're gonna go Value Stone Piercing on Ancient Resonance. I'm down with just -1/-1 Tiresome Climb though. Plus 20 Consume, not that good. Double stack. You could double stack Tiresome Climb, I guess. This becomes 4 days for 2. That's actually pretty good. My imps are all free. That's actually really good. This is mostly for the Divinity, if you're wondering. Dazing the Divinity is the idea here. But also we'll be able to disrupt Scary Waves. Daze 4 is enough to make it so that you can move most enemies off of your floor. And yeah, I'm happy with this. Am I happy with this? I don't know. I guess let's just go. I was thinking about taking the money and then trying to buy more here, or not pooling my money, but I'm gonna go to the steel shop and hit multi-strike again, ideally. So, I'm gonna take it easy, we're gonna go to the next fight. Scary. Do not take Spell Shield 2. Okay. Top 4, of course. Echo Snare here, and Fracture, and Hornbreak. It's not a big deal. Harvest is very scary. Do not get me wrong. But we should punch through these enemies pretty comfortably. This will kill you, right? Yeah, okay. 30 armor. Oh no, it's plus 30. 20 armor and he heals 10. Gotcha. So the idea of this combat is going to be a very simple one. The idea of this whole run is a very simple one at this point. I am going to plan around Impalate Ancient Resonance. Ancient Resonance is a little harder to plan around, but still. This is the idea. We just impalate away the difficult to kill enemies. Also, not going to play Train Steward right now. We're going to wait on Train Steward, and we're going to use Train Steward to block Crystal Cloak. But yeah, every turn we're going to be drawing value cards because, like, my deck is almost nothing. There's a few things to be worried about. Primarily Chase Seraph is going to be an issue, I think. Number 1 fear right now is going to be Chase Seraph. Our ability to kill a single enemy with Rail Beater is pretty good, though. And kill Rail Beater will. We also get to play around Fracture, which is easy to do. And we have a lot of good going for us here, I would say. Steward. Let me keep this big attack fledgling going. Play Steelworker, that has to be infused. Last Train Steward goes down. And the Train Steward Advanced Prototype, it did great work. Do not play this Fledgling Imp, this is my real Fledgling Imp. But yeah, Advanced Prototype, it did great. It was really, really good. It bought us, made our progression much easier, and just saved us on Crystal Cloak. And I think the Wheel of Death was also good. I think overall, everything panned out pretty well. Now we just see if what I'm planning actually works as a game plan. I think it should. We're down to 17 cards. Oh, wow. This is a Impish Scholar here. Oh no, what? Oh no, that was the wrong Rage Imp. Ah, I thought I had him. I thought the one in my hand. Oh no, I lost him. It's so easy to get confused though. I don't feel that bad about it. Like that's just a hard one to Basically, if I want to guarantee that I keep that fledgling imp, if I ever don't play a fledgling imp, I just can't play any that I draw from there on. But that's tough. Hate to see it. Goodbye, my friend. Yeah, so Impish Scholar offers us an idea of putting Consume onto something like Hornbreak, removing the rest of our Consume spells, and then yeah, I'm gonna play Impish Scholar basically, for sure here. Return Soul. Hey, I get to put Consume on a spell and then Endless Impish Scholar it. Cool. Because don't forget, we get Endless now on all of our imps. On all of our imps? Huh. Huh. Do you see the problem with Immortality Potion here? This is bad. Immortality Potion is really bad. Why is Immortality Potion really bad? Let me, just in case, right? In case this is not dawning on you as it has just dawned on me. Turn 1. I play my queen, I play my rail beater, I play my imp that the queen generates. Turn 2, say the imp dies, it just goes back. So by turn 5, my turns are just all endless imps. The entire point of taking Broken Wheel was to thin this deck down so that I get to just these core good cards, and taking this instantly ruins that. But I want to return the remaining artifacts. I do not want to keep them. Thank you for the Broken Wheel. It really shapes the deck. I purged like, I purged 13 cards, right? 6 imps, 2 bogflies, 6 imps, 2 bogflies, 4 train stewards. I purged 12 cards. We are looking for Endless now. Endless Impish Scholar is really sick here. Endless Impish Scholar, and then you Return Soul Tiresome Climb, and you Impish Scholar every turn. You give this a plus 25. This is our game plan for sure. Impish Scholar is going to do everything we want him to do here. Let's go right. Large Stone, Rage 7 plus 10. As long as this isn't quick, I'm happy. Nice, that's fine. Multi-strike number 2 is alright. I don't mind just giving Rail Beater. Well, no, I'm going to look for Endless. I think Endless Impish Scholar is going to be the idea, so I can leave this slot open in case of another multi-strike. And we go Unstable Vortex. I'm going to get rid of Bounding Echoes. And I think I'm going to get rid of Rage Serum. Because I can't play it if I'm going to play around Impish Scholar Endless. It's a little, maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit on cutting this card out, but there's not a whole lot to cut, and this card is just worthless. It's Rage 3. I'd rather play Echo Snare any day of the week. Don't forget as well, we're going Steelworker into Rail Beater. It takes us to 16 cards. So I'm at 55 here. I can see myself doing a duplicate self-infused Impish Scholar idea that lets me play 2 cards every turn with Impish Scholar. Thanks to Return Soul. So, yeah, unless there's no Endless anywhere, which I doubt, let's put a plus 25 on Impish Scholar. If there's no Endless in these next 2 steel shops, then it's a real shame. But anyway, I can see myself paying 25 for that, which puts me at 55... 80. So I would like to take 10 here. Plus 10 piercing. Yeah, that's good. I would like to take that. Indeed. And then the Caverns says Trapshoot Pulleyclaw. Ah, Trapshoot. Trapshoot as a card on the Impish Scholar rotation, assuming I have 2 Impish Scholar plays per turn. Trapshoot. Trapshoot is, if I can play Trapshoot every turn, I get to pick 2 enemies over the course of the combat that just don't leave bottom floor, right? I think technically I could juggle it. I could pick 3 enemies. I could pick 3 priority enemies on the Divinity, and every time they got to the top floor, I could send them back down. That doesn't sound that good to me. to be honest with you. That really, like, is this good? I'm gonna give it a try, because I have so few cards. If it's bad, I just get rid of it. I think it's okay. We're at 50 here, we're at 65 here, we take 25, 10 here, and that puts us at an even 100. I can take whatever 10 they show me, Purge Stone, plus 10 Piercing, or Intrinsic. Intrinsic is the worst option, but I guess Intrinsicing isn't that bad. So, let's go. Yep, let's go. And it's Shadow Arcus. I don't know which one that is. Oh, it's Curses. Ugh, I don't want to play with Curses. Yeah, I'll play top 4 here. I think I can actually... I could just cut through this guy. Maybe this is wrong. I don't want to take the curse, but maybe I could take the curse there. Maybe I should take the curse there, I should say. Well, anyway, it's too late now. We're gonna put... Oh no, don't forget that I don't have this endless consume idea right now, so there's no reason for me to consume spells that I don't want to consume. I want to play Ancient Resonance more than once, so keep that in mind. Yeah, you're fine there. I'm gonna play Return Soul, and I'm just gonna put... I guess. I just want to put out some echoes, right? I want to start sniping enemies. What I want to do here is I want to get enough echoes down to kill Absolvers guaranteed with just one play. And that's what we're going to ideally do here. Kill this one off. It's a slow burn building up with Fledgling Imp though. It's a very slow burn getting there. Our damage output is low, but we have these spells to help us along. Will these spells keep helping us along? That's going to be what we remain to see here. I think Impalate can do it, because it scales at a rate of 15 per turn right now, but it goes up to 30 per turn starting next ring. So, I have faith. I mean, 44 times 3 with melee weakness on strike is also quite a bit. Shouldn't really undersell that. Draw feels unnecessary in this run, by the way. I think this is an energy take, because what do I need draw for, really? The answer is it doesn't do anything for me here, particularly. I'm gonna move the boss up so that he gets hit here. I think he gets hit there. It's also 4 dazed. I should start dazing him up. Yeah, that's a good idea for Relentless, is starting to daze up the boss. Also gonna another fracture to kill this enemy. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much about this right now. We could always see Transcendent here too, never forget it. Transcendent's always around the corner. Put Transcendent. Oh, I got rid of all my Queen's Implants. Huh, too bad. I want to use you as a chunk blocker. Fracture goes here. You're all dead. I guess Fledgling Imp goes here. Imp in a box would be good for this run, wouldn't it? There's a few cards I could see. Double Rage would also be good. Like anything that I could, assuming that I see Endless Impish Scholar, which, you know, feels like it should happen. There's a chance it doesn't happen, but it feels like I should see Endless Impish Scholar. Assuming I see Endless Impish Scholar here, that should take care of the business pretty easily. Don't play Impish Scholar on this floor. He will eat all of your dazed. Same is to be said for Fledgling Imp or anything else. I'll lose all of the days that I put there. Okay. Don't play Tiresome Client. Good fight. It's nothing crazy right now, but if we see a good consume spell here, Reinforce. It's not great, but I think it is. It's like, it's weird, right? I don't think it's good. I don't think Reinforce is the way to go here, because I don't think I lose Relentless. I think I crush Relentless, because by the time we get to Relentless, everything should ramp up. We should crush it. This is my feeling. Maybe this is good though. If nothing else, you know what? If nothing else, Reinforce can act as a target for Return Soul. Yeah, I'm gonna click it. It feels like it's wrong to skip it here. Now, on the other end, I want to take Draw or Energy. I want to take Draw, but maybe I should consider taking Energy. If I'm gonna all in on this Impish Scholar Endless idea, I go to double steel shops, right, looking for Endless. And that means that I'm going to probably want to take Energy to make sure that I can... Yeah, I'm going to take Energy. Makes sense to take Energy here. I'm going to go ahead and hit the right path up. Impsicle. Yeah. That's probably good. I took Energy, so makes a lot of sense. Gonna show me Endless here, game? Oh, fuck, dude, 3 multi-strike? What a lad. It's almost comical. Like, it's probably wrong to take that 3rd multi-strike. I think it might be wrong to take that 3rd multi-strike. This is just a dream. There was an Alpha Fiend on this run that could be, but alas. Let me go ahead and get rid of Echo Snare. I have better things to be consuming right now. But otherwise, I think this deck is done. I don't think I remove anything else. Maybe 1 Fracture. You know, 1 Fracture's okay. 16 card deck though, pretty good. Parade 3. Yeah, if I had enough money to reroll this shop, I would feel actually pretty good. Just if I could see Endless, but no Curse Combat, please. No Curse Combat, please. Thank you. Scary, Shade Wings, ah. I think we're okay because of Ancient Resonance. I'm gonna click this trial. This is an aggressive trial, but if I'm not mistaken, we should chump block every hit here. And Ancient Resonance should do the rest. Terrible turn 1 though. Wowie. Just awful. Means it's only up from here though, right? Yeah, Impish Scholar, not bad. We're up to 75 on the imps already. So we go Welder Helper behind. We go Fledgling Imp in front. We fracture our Welder Helper so he doesn't stay here forever. Come over here, we play Fracture, Infilate, Ancient Resonance. The end of turn. Good draw on Hornbreak here. Had to draw something, right? I didn't necessarily say that out loud, but had to draw some answer to this Shadelings. He's not scary because there has to be an answer in the deck. Now, Welder Helper could go here. Good. 18, 22, 23. The idea is you leave the Shade Wings alive. I think it's wrong. I think you play Hornbreak. I think you Fledgling Imp in front so that it dies. I think you work on this Shade Wings here with a little... Honestly, you could just Tiresome Climb him. I want to play, like, Fracture, Return Soul on Reinforce is the idea. If nothing else, we get to bring back Reinforced a few times as a free target. Throw that down. This Steel Wings is very frightening to me. Anyways, gotta throw out all these imps and hope for the best. 26 damage. I can push him to the back with Trap Shoot. Let's start with a Fledgling Imp and see what that looks like. 36 damage. That checks out. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and if I Trap Shoot down the Steel Wings, I have the same problem coming up, right? There's a very scary Steel Wing still in the wings. Yeah. However, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Trap Shoot down the Gilded Wings And then I will just Tiresome Climb it on the next turn or the turn after. I have to draw Tiresome Climb. So that'll be the idea. I'm not getting this armor like I should. This is hard. This is very difficult. I'm going to draw Ancient Resonance and I'm going to draw Tiresome Climb. It has to happen that way. So I want to prepare accordingly by putting echoes on the middle floor. And I should have played Return Soldiers. Yeah, I have no holdovers. I have to draw these cards. There is no other option. Sadly drew Impelate before Ancient Resonance, but what can you do? So what keeps happening to me here is I keep wasting, like I have no way to play my Welder Helpers because I keep leaving a Fledgling Imp in front. But, you know. Also, the real problem here is I have negative rage, so it's all on my spells, which I don't feel great about. What's in here? Crapshoot? Oh, I should have just popped this Steel Wings with Imp and the Impelate. Yeah, this plays underwhelming. Let's get 4 Echoes up here, in case it matters. Now, sadly, I would have also liked to play Tiresome Climb on this turn, but, you know, 4 times 4 is 160, I'll only take 80, or 18, I mean, which is fine. If we Impelate here, I suppose I could Impish Scholar again and just trap shoot this enemy another time. You know what? That makes sense. Okay. This run needed another space, I feel like. Maybe I needed to... The Impsicle makes it easier to say that, though, I guess, as well. Alright, pretty easy turn. Tiresome Climb this enemy, and then play Ancient Resonance. And that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna think a little more carefully about this Welder Helper placement on the next combat. Or more, I need to think carefully about the Fledgling Imp placement. More so than the Welder Helper. This is alright. Don't worry about it. Do not fear, citizen. Yeah, why did that? Oh, because the jump block doesn't happen now. Yeah, yeah. Checks out. I guess I'm keeping this Fledgling Imp. Am I? I have no idea what I'm doing. That's just the truth. I have no idea what I'm doing. Crapshoot? You're dead to me. Be gone. Did not mean to play that, but here we are, I suppose. Go Impelate that guy for 300. Ooh, we need to make sure I kill those 23 times 2s, yeah. And I don't want to leave my Imps alive randomly. It's so hard because I have... this is going to be one of the longer runs that I've played in recent memory. And it's entirely because I have to spend way more time than I want to thinking about how I... like, every single imp I play and how it dies. As it turns out, the important work that I skipped would have been a good pickup because I have too many imps. I don't think I considered the Shark-tailed Queen imps. Or no, I did, but I didn't consider Impelate. That's what it all comes down to, right? Without Impelate, it's no problem. With Impelate, it's problem. Look importantly. Hey, you know me. I'm your boy, right? You know your boy. That's me. I'm your boy. Is this an infinite? Oh, God. All right. So, it totally is actually an infinite. And I don't think you even need... Okay, so what's the infinite here? You put Endless on your Impish Scholar. You infuse Impish Scholar with Impish Scholar. You bring back 2 consume spells per turn. You return soul and burn important work. You play important work, but it's the consume version on Impish Scholar. You then play Impish Scholar. Impish Scholar brings back important work. You can loop that forever. However, Impish Scholar brings you back 2 cards, so if you play a 0-cost consume spell as well, that will... yeah, that's an infinite. That just works. If we see Endless, this is an infinite, and we just crush the rest of this fight. 100%. Show me Endless, coward. Yeah, okay, I'm doing that. Very fun. Cranberry has been trying to say that he's the guy that does the infinites now. No longer. And the reason that this is also this is energy positive because of Queen as well. Not energy neutral or negative. Very good. Let us check if there's a double summon effect, because that would make things even stranger. It's fine. Rage giving +1 is good. We duplicate. We infuse. That's 90. The intrinsic is nice because I can get important work on the return soul right away. So, like, sometimes you draw return soul first otherwise. So the real question here is, what's the payoff? And the payoff here is probably going to be killing the divinity through Impelate. Although we also, because of return soul, it could be ancient resonance if I could make this cost 2 less, but that's harder to do. We got a few options, I suppose. I'll do this in case. In case what? Yeah, I'll do it anyway, probably. I do want to grab Resonant Shard, that one's fine. And let's do this. I want to buy a few removals. I want to burn, like... So, I think the actual easiest card to kill the Divinity with is probably Fracture. Because, like, how many fractures is it? It's a lot, and I'm not gonna think about the math on that. But we can do this however we want to. There's any number of things we can do here. I'm just gonna go with this and pretend like I'm not playing a crazy infinite, I guess. But yeah, this might, depending on how it feels, this might be a pause. Like, pause the recording and I'll put up on a YouTube video while I one-shot everything. Sort of situation. Oh, I didn't think we were gonna get here. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe this isn't an infinite. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. It is possible that I am incorrect. I have never played this before. I saw this in a daily once and went, wow, that seemed kind of cool. I saw someone else do this in a daily. So, maybe I'm wrong. You never know with these things. I'm pretty confident, though. Just put down the Impish Scholar. He doesn't have anything to bring back right now, but that's alright. We may as well put more imps in our imp dead pile. Also would like to not take damage from this enemy, which I will do with that. And you'll take... could go in front, and yeah, fine. Make sure I don't accidentally give myself something consume. Something consume? Make sure I don't give myself Ember Drain, sorry. Okay. So on the first pass of this infinite, let's make sure I'm right, first of all. Let's make sure that I'm correct, right? You go return soul, you put that on important work. You play important work, and then you play Impish Scholar. And that loops forever. Yes, that is an infinite. Indeed. 100% confirmed. What the hell do I want to do with this? I think that right now, like at this stage of the combat, I actually do not want to play this infinite. Believe it or not. I don't think this, like, it doesn't do anything right now. And then in like 2 turns, I do a Fracture combo. Because I need to return soul onto Fracture now, and then it's good. So let's chill. Take it easy. I leave this. Do I consume this? What if I can't kill my Impish Scholar? He has too much health, maybe. So you want to consume the other card first. I don't know. I'm going to eat that imp. Eat that And this is my favorite game show. Doing a quick game show plug spot. 4 days is 160. You murder me if I send you up with Tiresome Climb. Absolutely crushes me. So much damage. Hate to see it. Need to get rid of these guys. Fuck, this is gonna be a long episode. It's a good thing I started this like 30 minutes earlier than normal. This is gonna be a roughie. A roughie? A toughie? I don't want to put Trap Shoot in the consume pile. I want to really leave the consume pile pure. Okay. So now I play Return Soul on Fracture. And then I play Fracture. And now I need to kill this imp. Which I have done. Put the fledgling imp behind. I will take 2 Ember Drain, but that doesn't matter. If things had worked out a little differently, I could have done this, but on Impolate, and Impolate would have been much easier to kill the boss with. However, it was not meant to be. Well, maybe it's meant to be. Ah, yeah, it's meant to be. Sick. Okay. So. Okay, team. I can kill the boss on this turn. Let's figure it out, shall we? So the first thing you're gonna want to do is you want to set up your. You want to lay everything out here. You play your Impish Scholar first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I play my Impish Scholar first. That's step 1 of this turn. Okay. The next step of this turn is to consider what happens. I can play Impolate. Yes. I can then play Return Soul and play Impolate again. And then I can play Important Work, and then I can play Impish Scholar. Okay. Yeah. Done. Impolate, Return Soul, Impolate, Important Work. And then we need to make sure we keep playing Impish Scholar on this floor. So I have to scroll down, but that's fine. Cool. Cool. I think doing this 200 at a time is better. I have to make sure I don't mess it up as well. But yeah, it's been a while since we've done an infinite. Cranberry, if you don't know, Cranberry, one of my mods, a longtime friend that I met through streaming, he and I, we go back and forth. You know, it's a very, very joking relationship. He's been doing a lot of infinites on his YouTube channel. I guess the other way I could describe Cranberry is featured often on this channel, Cranberry. But he's been doing a lot of infinites in his videos. He's been claiming himself as the king of the infinites. However, it appears that perhaps that may no longer be the case. This one really isn't that painful. Also, this is a really cool infinite that I probably would never have thought of myself. I saw it in a daily a little while back, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because in the daily run where I saw someone do this infinite, they got this infinite because there was some crazy RNG on Imp in a Box. Imp in a Box paid out like 2 Impish Scholars, and the Impish Scholars gave you Imp in a Box back, and the Imp in a Box Impish Scholars gave you like Transcend Imp or something like that, and that let you loop. It was wild. I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And kind of bullshit, but mainly really cool. But yeah, I don't even have time to go off on like a crazy tangent or anything, because this is over. You're dead. Sometimes Monster Train gives you one of these. So I want to make sure that I play whatever I'm going to put in the consume pile that isn't important work first, I believe. Because important work's a little bit higher value. I just throw the trap shoot down into the... Let's see what we draw first. Tiresome Climb. Never mind. Yeah. If I were to draw specifically Tiresome Climb, there would be no reason for me to put trap shoot into the pile. And look at that. Would you look at that? No reason. Okay, so I want to play Impolate, Return Soul, Impolate here. I think that's the first idea. I think you burn this card first. And then you Impish Scholar it, yeah. Because the real problem is that I have to kill this Impish Scholar. It was wrong to give him 51 HP because he's way too tanky. And I need him to die at a specific time, so it's like, what the hell, dude? Come on. Get with the freaking program, man. Ancient Resonance is fine to play here. I'm gonna keep fracturing this guy. Yeah, forcing these enemies to do more damage is good for me. I did fill up my deck with imps though, which is rough. I'm just trying to get to this infinite now. There it is. Well, no, this is not it yet. Not quite. Not quite, not quite. Hang tight, hang tight. We are okay. Don't worry. It looks scary, don't worry. I can refresh this Impish Scholar. I don't think I do. I think I play Fledgling Imp and then kill it with my important work. Maybe I pull Return Soul here. Tiresome time again. That's fine. Just to make sure I have 2 energy to play Ancient Resonance. 7. I mean, I play the Ancient Resonance. Yeah, and then it's nothing. Why'd you take 5? Oh, the enemy in the back died, and that enemy has the blowback damage, of course. That checks out. 7. No, you're dead from the Reap, Mr. Impish Scholar. So I can play Pyre Chomper here. It's taken a little longer than I would anticipate to get this rolling on the infinite, but that's alright. I got time. You are 110? I'm estimating if I can move an enemy up. I can move this guy up safely. Yeah. That's fine. May as well put these echoes here. So ideally I pull Return Soul this turn, and I have done so. Great news, everyone. Let's make sure I don't mess this up now. So you go Return Soul, you play Important Work on the Return Soul. You go Impish Scholar, Impish Scholar, Important Work, Impish Scholar, right? Play the Impolate, why not? And then you just get him back. Cool. There you go. Run over. Really, I'm like, I almost said it many times, but like, super cool infinite. I feel like I got to a point with the infinites where they were all very one note. I was always playing the exact same infinite idea over and over again. And so I'm glad to see something different, truly. Why did the numbers change? Oh, because he robs the melee weakness. Because he has 51 HP, yeah. That's why the numbers are fluctuating like that. But yeah. No, I got like what? I got like probably 5 minutes left here to talk to you. I got nothing really interesting to tell you though, to be honest. The big thing that I'm upset about is, in terms of YouTube, I had the 3 videos a day going, and then Final Fantasy's back. Maybe not today, but probably tomorrow. I lost a little momentum with it again. You know how it goes. I'm sporadic. I didn't quite get it as consistent as I would like. But I was gonna be consistent on the Phoenix Wright VODs, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles stuff. But I got fucking disconnected, man. The Twitch hack caused me to lose. I reset my password after the Twitch hack because I wasn't sure. It turned out they didn't get passwords or whatever, but I reset my password anyway just to be safe, and that disconnected me from YouTube, and now I can't export my VODs, and so I have to download them, but the downloads aren't working for me. And so we're stuck in this, it sucks, is where we are. We're stuck in, it sucks. I will at least save the VODs over there, if nothing else, but, you know, I'm disappointed. Do you think this run would have won if I didn't pick up this infinite? I wonder. The 4 attacking rail beater makes me want to say yeah, but I think Chase Seraph would have posed a real threat. I don't know if we would have been strong enough to go through Chase Seraph, but ultimately what this run is this run is an exercise in the fact that if you can remove 13 cards from your deck, it's usually good. Even in this case, where the 13 cards I was removing were cards that were seemingly conducive to my plan in the Queen Zemplings, right? It's just, they sucked. I had no room for them. So we did this instead. Fun. Very fun. This episode was not that long. I expected this to be a little bit longer. It was going to be long, and then they showed me the Infinite. The Infinite actually shaved a lot of time off of this run, because I was going to have to really think out Chase Seraph and the Divinity. So, cool. Thanks, Monster Train. Great layup. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.